Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 5 of Direwolf20's Killing Lots of Mobs. I mean, Stoneblock mod pack playthrough. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm killing lots of mobs today, as you can see. So last episode we wrapped up with creating this mob farm, right? Which, so far, is doing a really nice job. However, I would like more. I would like more out of my mob farm. I did make an iron sword in between clips there, and I also farmed up a bunch of... Hello. I guess that was a compressed zombie that was in there. I can see so much. I just saw like a zombie explosion, so I'm pretty sure it's a compressed zombie. Cool. One of these days, like, I'll swing at 30 mobs and not miss. Like, that's a hit. That's a miss. What? Explain to me how that's a miss. I don't understand. I don't know how it works. But it's all good, because we have some crazy shenanigans going on today. First off, I need to kill all these mobs. And ideally, I'm getting lots of drops from it. Yay, I am. Hooray. Sweet. I'm, like, just gonna spam clicks here. Might even be better at this point. Like, I'm trying to do the whole Minecraft 1.8 plus wait for the thing to cool down thing. Look, I'm clicking on his head. Come here, baby zombie. I know you're trying to run away from me. It ain't gonna work. Anyway, how do we do with loots? Not too shabby. Hey, we got some uncommon loot bags and an epic loot bag and a patient bag. Eventually, it may be valuable. Waiting is the best game of all. I have no idea what that is. That is cool. Is that from loot bags? Yeah, it is. Okay. And we got some compressed zombie name tags, I guess. We got an osmium helmet. Sure. Look at me. I'm wearing armor. And, anything else special? Nothing too good. Nothing too good. Definitely got vector plates in there somehow. Come here, zombie. I want to introduce you to the importance of being hit by my sword. Did we get any experience? Yeah, we did. Look, we're collecting experience. Hooray! The experience thing is working. Nice! So, both experience collection, which is awesome. What do we get here? Portal charm. That, I think, allows you to go through nether portals instantly. That's neat. Ender orb translocator. Reads the usable ender pearl that carries you, huh? Whoa, that's neat. It hurts a little bit. Ow. Ow. I am very close to dying. Have I died yet in this pack? I don't think I have. I don't even know if there's like a gravestone mod or what. But that's neat. I like that nifty little thing. And we got some seeds. And we got some mob drop loot. And we also got, hey you, another portal charm. Yay. And you, hey, a golden lasso. That's cool. Nether quartz. And a mana in a bottle. It has an acquired taste. You know how it is. Alright, remaining loot bag stuff. Meh. But, I mean, to be fair, it was a common loot bag, so who cares? And an epic loot bag, which has some epicness. Slime ball. Prospector. Detects ores in a straight line. Probably not going to be useful in this pack. But hey, an Eye of Ender, so that's neat. Rod of Elevation. Teleport yourself or the target entity up to the nearest surface above. I don't know what to think about that. What do you guys think about that? I really want to try that, but I'm also terrified of trying that because I've heard there really is no surface above, like at all. So I'm like a little hesitant to try that out. That is kind of cool. Eventually, it may be valuable. I'm interested in what that's all about. I gotta like look up like number one, does it have to be in my inventory or does it like upgrade in chests? Because like your inventory ticks, but chests don't. So I don't know what that's all about. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. But here's what we're going to do. Today, I'm going to work on a couple things. I'd like to get some Witch Water so we can get a Wither Skeleton, so that we can get a Drop of Evil, so that we can get a Cursed Earth, so that we can spawn things, which sounds cool. What are these fancy-looking swords? Cyclic swords, huh? Neat. I gotta look into this Cyclic mod. A lot of people are telling me that it's neat, and I should look at it. So, to-do. Big to-do list item for me. But yes, we need to get into that today. So, like, let's start with, hey, I smelted a bunch of stuff between episodes. That's a good place to start. Let's put you here to increase our storage of awesome resources. And you guys have some more smelting to do. Yay, Cinnabar. What's up? How did I get Cinnabar? No idea, but we got it, and that's cool. So we'll smelt up all this stuff. And potentially, what other things did I get over here? More coal, that's good. We have a lot of bone meal, which is nice. Hey, a diamond, okay, and emeralds. And glowstone and lapis. Those are all I'm going to consider resources that can go into here. And you are going to give me more of these bad boys, so I can do this. And that's spiffy. Nice. I like having these tiny coals in here, because, like, then I can just throw stuff in here and not worry about that, like, 10 items equals, you know, efficient smelting thing. Cool. So we've got that cooking. So let's get a bunch of iron and some diamonds and some redstone and get a mob grinder. So we're going to totally want one of these, and we're totally going to want 2 of these, and then we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 swords, for which we will need this and this, and then in theory it's this, that, and now just a block of redstone, and we have a mob grinding utils, mob grinder thingy. Hooray! Now hooray. Nice. All right, so with that taken care of, what I'm going to probably do is lurk in here. I'm going to break this, and I want this mob grinding utils thing to be here, right? And that's cool. And we can turn off our show lights thing. And then we want a lever, like so. Perfect. Nice. All right. That's interesting. Why are you getting all stuttery stuck like that? Well, it's not related to that stuff being there, so I'm going to put them back. Also, I kind of hear... I hear water. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was like a skeleton sound or a water sound. And I know there's water back there from my reeds, but that's cool. So I can turn you on and off. Let's get some looting upgrades, because that sounds like a really good idea. So looting, we can get 10 of these dudes, right? We just need a bunch of lapis and gold, which we totally have, and redstone, right? So... that's enough to get 10. Boom. That's what's up. And then we can do this to get our gold back. That's cool. I'll hold on to my lasso for now. Diamonds can go away. And now we've got looting upgrades, which means we should get, like, a lot of stuff. Looting upgrades, 10 looting upgrades in the Mob Masher is like shenanigans levels of hilarious, right? Hey, Woot is in the pack. I haven't played with Woot in a long time. I'm excited about that. We may upgrade this mob spawner to Woot at some point. Woot basically produces mob drops. Wow, it has a lot of things that I don't recognize. It must have gotten a significant update, at least to like all the textures. Hey, there's a Woot guide. Nice. Woot, for those of you who may either forget or don't know, is a way of it's like the quantum quarry from extra utilities that can just like you feed it power and it produces resources. It's like that, but for mob drops. So like you feed it power and it produces mob drops. So instead of having a dark room that spawns mobs that you have to kill, you just feed power in and it produces the mob drops for you, which is pretty neat. So we might get into making one of those at some point. So you can be on now. So what I want to do, first off, I want to make sure that like mobs can spawn here. And while we're waiting for mobs to spawn, I think I'll do some witch watery type stuff. So witch water is produced in a barrel with mycelium underneath, right? And mycelium comes from ancient spores. Is that right? Is that what we're looking for? Flax seeds. I don't think we have any ancient spores. But that's what we want. And we need to sift. Oh, it's sand. Well, that's why we don't have any. Because you sift sand in the meshes. Diamond or iron. Iron has a 1% chance. We need to sift sand anyway, because I do want to eventually get prosperity shards. Because as we mentioned, I'm going to go in that route. So why don't I hammer up? Between episodes, I did a bunch of hammering up, so that should be cool. So here's my method, right? We do this, we make some compressed cobblestone. While we're at it, I wouldn't mind having 9 more of you guys upgraded into that, so we're prepared for this. And then we do this, and then we do that. Cool. And then we can compress our gravel. Oh, did you not? Oh, my builder's one broke. Ha! Well, there's your problem. To do is building gadgets, because that's going to be awesome. Now we're talking. That seemed like not enough blocks for me. I remember it having gone back further, so... Cool. And that gets me down to about 3 durability left. So I've usually been breaking it because it's easier to just like destroy it and then upgrade this guy to compressed dirt. Boom. Sand for days. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna process this stuff. Sifting for a few minutes and be right back. As I sit here sifting, I'm just, you know, having thoughts. That little thing on the top left telling me, like, if it's daytime or nighttime and what biome I'm in, that's cool, but why do I care? All right, sifted 9 stacks of sand, and I got 5 ancient spores, which is cool. And we also got a bunch of metals that I think I should probably, instead of just throwing them in this chest. And hey, prosperity shards, woot. I'm happy about that, mostly because I think that completed a quest when I did that. So you guys, do the thing, do the thing. Nice. And then you guys can chill in here for the time being. We've got a little bit of coal left. I should probably put more in there. We're getting low-ish on coal, but that's okay. But hey, stuff and things. Whoosh. Nice. We're not doing too bad on resources. All right, ancient spores turn dirt into mycelium, right? So let's get some dirt. Let's get our watering can ready to hopefully spread that stuff. I'm pretty sure it will. And pick out a spot to do it. So... that looks good to me, right? So I think what we'll want to do... Now, there's been several mods that do this thing, right? With the whole mycelium, whatchamacallit, doohickeys. In the past, I remember there was one that, like, the more mycelium around the block in, like, a 3x3 area, the better. So let's do that around the barrel, right? So, like, if you had mycelium here, it was slower to convert the water into witch water than if you had it all around it. So, like, let's validate that. So that's transforming 0, 1, 2. Okay. So now what I want to do is watering can you. Yay, we're getting mushrooms from this. Woot. That's super cool. $18, $19, $20, $21, $22. See the huge difference that makes? So 100%, that's the way we want to go. Sweet. Now, in theory, what should be able to happen is, and I'm really hoping that it's a true statement that that thing being off in there is not killing anything. Great, it's not. So what I'm going to do is take my witch water. I'm going to dump it into that location as soon as it's done transforming, obviously, and then turn the skeletons that are in there into wither skeletons, then turn on the mob grinder, which should, theoretically, because it has the light, like the loot thing in there, give me a really good chance of getting a drop of evil, and then once I have my drop of evil, I can turn that into a cursed earth mob farm, and then we're going to be swimming in mob drops. That's what's up. All right, so we've got a bucket of witch water, which is all kinds of horrible stuff. So what I'm going to try to do is sneak up to there-ish. Nice. That seems to have done something. Including made a cave spider. Any luck? Oh yeah, look at that. Wither skull fragments, necrotic bones, drops of evil, wither dust. That worked beautifully. That worked really beautifully. Is there something I can do to prevent those spiders from climbing up? I'm assuming there probably is. I think it's something along the lines of like probably using glass or something. I don't know. But how cool is that? I like that a lot. I'd really like to have... Let's turn you off, right? So you did a great job there, right? Super proud of how amazing that worked out. We got Drop of Evil, which means Cursed Earth, totally within the next minute or two. What did I do? Hit Q by mistake? Yeah, I did. So let's do this. Let's put away some things, like you specifically. And, nice. Can I just, oh, that's right. Yep, perfect. I really like how you can adjust the area on this thing, because it means it won't pick up items outside the room, which is so cool. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Oh, you know what I should do? We should open up this guy. I completed a quest, didn't I? Mystical Agriculture. So I want to loot chest. Hey, resident upgrade kits. Sweet. I wish those were resident conversion kits. Then they'd be super OP. Because that would convert any tier machine to resident. Like, it would immediately bump this dude up to resident. Which would be awesome. But also incredibly OP. Which I would love. But anyway, that's okay. So with that being done, right? Do we have enough stuff to be considered? I think we need a stack of mob drops for this guy to be considered complete. So we don't have a stack of this yet, and we need some more ender pearls. But Cursed Earth, totally gonna help. So let's do, I wouldn't mind a light. Like a lever controllable dude would be super cool. I'd really appreciate it if I could find a way to make just one of these, because redstone is something that I'm a little bit lowish on. But having a light in this room, that would be awesome. Perfect. So if I brought you down from the center of the room, what if I put it in the floor? Usually I put my lights on the ceiling, right? But if I put you in the floor, you light up the whole room. That's a thing. Okay. Do I still have my, I do. I love building, I love builder's wands. But I should make a building gadget just because. Anyway, so that's, you know, on, off, right? So if we wanted to, what would be involved? So with you being like that, right? What would happen? Yeah, that's what I want. Do you light up that room? Not exactly. Dyer and his awesome vanilla skills. Tune in today. But what if you do that? Does that light up the room? I have a feeling like that might light up the room. Yeah, it does. That's what's up, right? So I just want that inverted, actually. So let's, instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is this. Right? So check this out. This is what's cool about this setup. We do this. We do this. Right? So with this setup, right, when the lever's off, this thing is stopped, so it's not hurting anybody, and this is on. So it turns off the grinder and turns on the light at the same time. Like that, the grinder's running and the light is off. How cool is that? All right, go Dire go. Another redstone in the house. All right, can we get our drop of evil and be prepared? Yeah, you have lots of pickups to do, but that's okay. You're doing your thing. So, I wouldn't mind that glass. Should I make that now? I mean, I should have enough string and whatnot. Can we make that? I need more sand. I have 2. Yeah, I'm gonna totally need more. Let's do I still have one of these? I do. So what I'm gonna do is smelt half of you. Which should be quick, right? And then I can turn you. I'm gonna do this to get sandy glass, which can then be smelted, so that should be enough for now. And that should be thickened glass, which I can combine with an ink sac of some kind, or black dye of some form. Did it used to be blackout curtains? It did. He changed the recipe on me back in the day. Oh well, I didn't need string for it, but I do need an ink sac to make dark glass. Not the end of the world. Or that, right? And then dark ineffable glass? No. So if we want dark ineffable glass, we need to get the dark glass first and then ineffableize it. Okay. Shouldn't be too big a deal. We're looking to get the moonstone. Did we get ender shards? Those come from only, I want to say, silk string mesh. Yeah. With crushed endstone, of course, right? It looked like sand, but it wasn't sand. Crushed black quartz. So you, organic black dye, ink sac, black pigment. Black floral powder, black dye. Yeah. Is there like a sneaky way to get... So I could do dye essence to black dye. That's cool. Sponges will get me black dye. Or crushing black, that stuff. That might be a good way to go. Because these things aren't too bad to make, as I recall. Though you do need black dye to begin with in order to make them. We might need to get a few squids at some point. Or a sponge. What would be involved in making a sponge? Those don't look too bad. I can make those. Those would be neat. And then I can get sponges, and I can sift sponges. Cool. There's a lot of ways to turn wet sponges into sponges. Is there a trick to getting a wet sponge? No. But wood chippings and slime block and yellow wool doesn't look too bad. So we'll take a look at that. But anyway, back to our project at hand. I really wanted to get the thick and dark glass, but we're not going to get there just yet. So I'll leave this setup as is. And what I'll probably also do is smelt up some more smooth stone for us. Just so we can make things look a little bit nicer. Because you know Dire. He wants things to look nice for you guys. I am trying. Even though I'm living in an underground cave, I'm trying. Right? Credit where credit is due a little bit. I'm making an effort. Making an effort to make it look good. Even though it's all stone. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So I like it. All right, so let's do the cursed drop of evil thing. Bing. Sweet. So then I do that. Right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot my vector plates, which I totally need to get all of. Hey, buddy. Why are you not being hurt by this thing? Oh, right, because I turned it off. I should do something like... That'll be good. Totally forgot the vector plates in my excitement. Alright, so with you off now, let's put our vector plates into place. So we'll probably just go back to the way it was. And that should not cover it up because vector plates are not considered a solid block, so they don't block light. Which makes them literally the best mob farm item ever. Alright, now that I've not derped it up too badly, let's put you back into place. So you should be running once again, right? And we've got the cursed earth going, so they should start spawning. There we go. Nice. Look at that. Mob drops for days. I should probably do something drawer-like with this, though. Alright, so step one, maybe a drawer controller? Does that sound cool? And I wouldn't mind item ducts to transfer items, right? So that's totally doable. That's fluid ducts, hold on. Item ducts are tin, right? Yeah. Tin and lead. So we can totally get that, and maybe like a basic servo to transfer items out of that chest. So what I'd like to see happen is this chest transferring the stuff it winds up getting into a drawer system here, and that would be cool. So we could have a drawer controller in the floor, and maybe we should get like the drawer key for locking, and we want a bunch of drawers, which I'm going to need a bunch of wood for, and we don't have at the moment. So real quick, a little bit of this work. So let me come back after I make that happen. Be right back. Alright, so we get a couple chests. We get some wood. We get a couple drawers. And that should be cool, right? And then we want some lead and a little bit of tin. We've got some invar, which is nice. I made this for a purpose that I kind of forget. It was the invar upgrade for the thingy. That's right. I could borrow you for a minute. And we want a little bit of that, and we want some tin, which we have. Cool. I might want 2 sets of you. So let's start with this, right? Boom, boom, boop, doop, doop, boop. Perfect. And then you guys. And then we also want the key, which is mostly gold, as I recall. And I think I've even got some of this stuff. So like the basic drawer locking key just requires 1 more of you. Which, are we like literally short by just 2 planks? And I don't know exactly how many drawers I need, but we'll figure it out. I didn't like actually calculate. I always use this little key thing to make sure that I've configured this correctly. Maybe I want 1 more just to make it a nice 3x3, and then we'll expand as needed. And eventually void upgrades or something like that, but you get the idea. So for now, I should be able to hit this, and that'll lock it. Perfect. All right, so from here, let's take the things that we know we're going to want to store in mass, like solidified experience, rotten flesh, string. These are all perfect examples of things that we need a lot of, right? So like, dude, not you. String is what was meant to go there. Experience. What else are we gonna want a lot of? Gunpowder, that's definitely a lot. Do you have anything else in there that's like massively a lot of things? You probably want Inferium Essence. That would be a smart one to do. At some point we'll want these other guys, but we also want to do the bag dude, right? So let's get that. Isn't there like a bag storage? Yes. That's just stone and a chest and a little bit more wood for me. Faster to start breaking than mess around in my inventory. So a couple pieces of iron. And bag storage is a thing. And as I recall, what's cool about this bag storage block from Modern Skyblock, I played with it a little bit. Like you put bags in there and it just stores as many as you want, and then you can convert them as much as you want, right? So that might be a cool thing to do. And because of the way item ducts work, by having it sitting right there, they should try to insert into that bag storage first. I wouldn't mind a hammer from, whatchamacallit, thermal. I don't think I have one yet, right? Did I make a hammer yet? Did I make a hammer yet? I almost feel like I did, but I can't find it anywhere. So we're gonna make one. I might have made it when I was playing around in the single player instance. And is it tin or silver? Tin. So I can remove this thing, because like that's not realistically how I want this connection to go. And then what we can do is empty and ignored. So that should extract resources. They'll try to go into the loot bag container first. And then obviously, if it doesn't fit in there, which most won't unless you're a loot bag, you'll be cool. Look at that, nice. All right, so he's gonna be a little bit slow, but we'll upgrade him to a higher tier servo. I mean, maybe even Electrum would be a good way to go. So what do? You do every 2 seconds, you do every 1 second, and you do every half a second. So Electrum might be a really good idea. All we need is a little bit of gold and silver. What are you working on right now? Copper? It's been a while. And aluminum. So we should have silver in here. Yes. Cool. And gold should be coming in. Can I do this to get Electrum Blend and then smelt it? And then make you? And now we're talking about a faster rate of extraction, right? 1 every second. Sweet. All right. So what else was being produced here that we might want to store? Spider eyes sounds like it might be a good idea. Oh, why are you not locked, drawer? There you are. You're locked now. All right. So that looks pretty good, right? And this can just be the miscellaneous. I guess arrows and cobwebs seem to be a common enough drop that we're going to want to do that. And that is fair enough, right? And then everything else is just kind of miscellaneous junk. And that can probably go into like a chest over here-ish, which we might want to even make an iron chest for now. I got to figure out which mod is conflicting with my mouse tweaks. I'm so addicted to that mod with the mouse wheel thing, you have no idea. And when it doesn't work, it's a very big problem for me. Cool. So what I might want to do is that. Right, and then what we should see happening is everything emptying out of here. The first destination is the loot bag storage, which we have 11 stored right now. The second destination is the drawer controller, and then the final destination is this bad boy. So everything will loop out of there and eventually wind its way into here. They're opaque, so you can't see the items flowing, but you know that they're doing their thing. Sweet. I like it. I like it. I think that's cool. So we can turn the lights off and get lots of mob drop loots. Nice. Hopefully this servo's fast enough, because, like, this thing drops a lot of stuff. See? See how much stuff is coming in here? We might need a faster servo. It's pure comedy how fast a mob masher with the looting upgrade in it. But Gut's telling me that I feel like it's wrapping up point, so we have lots of solidified experience, which is also cool because yay enchanting. But there's a mob farm, fully automated by episode 5. I'll take it. Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Come back next time because we got more cool stuff planned. All right, guys, take it easy.